Hello, everyone. Welcome to one more episode of Talking Times. I'm very excited because I kind of envy the guest we have today here because he is having a very nice experience. And of course, we're going to talk today about traveling abroad, what do you have to do, places to go, specifically about Orlando experience. I'm here with Willi Ribeiro, not Ribeiro, Willi, okay? And you're going to love this guy. You're going to love this talk right after our podcast intro. Hello, Willi. Are you having the time of your life? How are you, man?
Hey Mike, I'm great. I'm very excited to be here, and thanks for having me here. It's really exciting.
No, I can only imagine, man. As I was not lying, I envy you. You were describing a few things before we go live. Uh, that's nice. Okay, no spoilers, but something that I like to ask, before we go to the specifics about Orlando, is tell us a little bit about yourself and your background as a teacher. Every teacher, that there is always a story behind, true? Okay, let's hear yours, man.
Oh yeah, sure. My name is Willie. I've been a teacher for almost 15 years, I guess. Now it is being 15 years. And I started because of college. I decided that I had to be fluent, and then when I got in contact with English, I fell in love with English, and then I said, okay, that's what I wanted for my life. And that's what I have been doing so far.
Nice. And okay, you mentioned that this is not your first time in Orlando, but you are the first teacher to be there, and congratulations, man, about it.
Thanks a lot. That's nice to be back again. I've been here 12 years ago with my sister. We decided to have our first experience abroad, and that was very frightening at first. Now it is just being exciting because I know exactly what would happen, and then I'm just having like really the time of my life.
Nice, nice. This is something that I guess you have had this in the lessons and the classes too. A lot of these students they ask us about, when I go there, is my English okay? Is it difficult to communicate? Or they have all uh, those insecurities and those fears, but the process is kind of simple, right?
Yes, that's not very hard. In fact, people have to
Mhm.
they must have their passport. That's something easy they can do, like in Brazil. They just have to go to the proper website, pay the fees, and then they have to schedule the interview to have in the American consulate and talk to to the person who is going to interview them and check and see if they are able to enter in the territory. But that's not that hard. I think it is like more people get afraid because there is a chance they have a denial, but yeah, it's it's not that
Okay,
hard.
we're not gonna give spoilers about the conspiracy theories, but something we can do later, if you don't mind, we can kind of go to the specifics, the type of questions they ask. So the students that are you, student that want to go abroad, and you can take notes to and prepare yourself. But before that, Willie, uh, how was your impression comparing the both times that you have been to Orlando? Is it very different? Because I guess you have changed a lot as a person. When you said 12 years ago, imagine, oh, so the guy went as a kid, but you are the formal person too, right?
Yeah, but in fact, I'm 39. People say that I look
Okay,
younger, but okay, but
you
I'm
do, man.
39.
I don't know what you're doing, okay, but keep doing. I hope you're not a vampire or anything like
No,
that.
I'm not.
Oh,
Uh,
that would be cool to have a vampire as a guest. Okay.
another theme for another podcast.
Yeah, yeah.
Basically, the first time that I came here, it was totally different because I didn't know what to expect. It
Mm.
was kind of shocking, some specific parts of the culture, and it was different. It's changed my mentality completely, because when I travel for the first time, I would like to spend like maybe move it for good and leave Brazil and live for good in the US. But after the first experience, I noticed that I really like traveling, especially to the US, but it is like spending some time, vacation time, but not living necessarily because the culture is different. And as a guest, as a visitor, as a tourist, it's totally like what I really enjoy doing.
Oh, this is very interesting for you to share because a lot of teachers and students, those who have lived abroad, they tell me, Mike, the first thing that kicked was I started to, because they normally go alone, because of a job opportunity or maybe an exchange program, and they say, I felt very homesick. I missed my family. I missed the Brazilian seasoning in the foods there. But good news, that's not gonna happen because as you said, you are in a place with other people. You are there as a tourist, so I don't know. I'm sorry to judge you, man, but you don't look homesick. Are you?
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I think the first time that I came to Orlando, it was different because
Mhm.
I got homesick. In the fourth day, I started crying and I said like,
Really?
yes, I had like a meltdown and I said like, why am I like that? Because I always wanted that. And I was kind of in conflict because then I find out that traveling and experience that it's amazing. So when I
Okay.
relieved myself from the burden of, okay, I've planned to live there for good, and now when I relieved myself from that burden, so I just experienced like a good time.
It makes total sense because the first time you made the whole experience big condition to I gotta adapt to this new place and everything was new. And now you have like zero pressure,
Mhm.
right? It's just
Yes,
like
no, no,
have
no. It's
fun.
just just having time, and it's okay.
Yeah. Okay. You look like Radiant, Like okay, I'm having a lot of fun. That's nice, man.
But
Okay.
that's what happened, in fact.
Man, that's really amazing. Okay, so tell me a little bit about the place you are staying. Are you in a hotel, Willie? Airbnb? Where are you exactly?
I'm at Time's house, so it's amazing. The rooms they have themes. So as you can see,
Mm,
that's my room. Is a Star Wars. It's one of the rooms, and
nice.
the
Well done.
decoration it's great. But we have like Minions. We have Mickey room. We have like other suites in the first floor as well, and they are amazing. The house is really large and big. There is the classroom, the cinema, the living room, the kitchen. Oh my goodness, like an island kitchen. That's perfect.
Oh, man, nice. You mentioned that you have enough space to prepare your own food. So, for example, for those people that are like me, oh, I have my protein quota of the day, and I have this diet that I like to follow. It's not a problem, right? You mentioned Walmart, and what's the name of the other market?
Target.
Okay, so can you describe them for our students a little bit?
Yes. In here, that there is like two kind of supermarkets. There's Target that is very close. I think it is less than 5 minutes walking. Walking, that's important. And
Damn. No
and
Ubers, no taxis, no buses required. Amazing.
no, so it is great. And Target is a very big supermarket because you not only have just like food, but you have like department store. So there is like clothes, shoes, and things that you can buy, things for your house as well. And the variety of options is huge because you can find basically anything that you want, the size, shape, and form. Yeah, it's great.
Okay, so accommodations checked. Comfortable, yeah, it looks comfortable. Checked. I saw the pictures actually. They look nice. There's a pool in the house, true, right?
There is a pool in the house, and not only a pool in the house, but there is also like a water park nearby. So in here, that there is like a water park in which you can have some baths. You have a pool only for adults that is kind of I wouldn't say like cheap, but it's like adult size.
Mhm.
ones that there are others for kids, and a lazy river in which you can just lay down and relax. It's
Well, that would be my question. What is a lazy river? Is the one you mentioned with the floating donuts that
yes, it is like a very large, a narrow passage, just like for
Mhm.
a floating donut in which you lay down and the water just moves you around the park, you know? So you don't have to do anything.
Okay.
You have just to be laying down and moving, listening to
Okay.
the sound of water.
One important technical question. Can you drink in this pool? Because I know Americans they have something like, oh, you cannot drink in public. You have to use that. That everybody knows what it is, you know, the brown paper bag.
Yes, in the park they have a proper cup and in which you
Okay.
can refill your drinks. So for the first time you have to pay for the cup, but then it is yours. So it's a souvenir. You can take it home after your trip, and then you can just refill it. There are tons of cocktails, drinks, beer. So it's you can really
Oh,
have a good
okay.
time.
Yeah. Thanks. That's a very important information to give. Okay. And what about the neighborhood where the Times House is located? What were your impressions about it, man?
Goodness, it's so clean. It is totally symmetric. It is perfect. So it is leveled, the sidewalk. It is just amazing because it is totally organized in a such way that it looks beautiful. All the houses, they have the same shape, basically the same size. Some streets, they have houses from different colors, but they look basically the same. And it's really, really beautiful and calm. So you can really like relax and have a good time because we don't have like people listening to music and walking and screaming. It's quite silent.
Man, it looks the way you were describing. I imagine Springfield, you know, like from The Simpsons, the house, the area like that, without the huge cliffs. Okay, so tell me a little bit about the time you arrived, man. When did you arrive in Orlando? It's recent, right?
Yes, it was on Friday, so
Okay.
I I left from the airport, Orlando Airport. It is huge. That airport, it is one of the biggest ones that I've been to. It is
Mhm.
the second time that I've been there as well. And then I came directly to the house. I took a taxi. It was around like 30 minutes, I guess, and then I've arrived in here.
Oh, okay. What tips you can give to the students that are in this huge airport for the first time?
Wi-Fi is free, so don't worry about like not communicating to your family and loved ones. I strongly
Nice.
suggest people to have their SIM card, an international SIM card. You can buy that even in Brazil, so that you travel and you already have your international number and have access to the internet. The plan that I bought, it is like unlimited internet, so you can really not worry about like accessing things. In the airport, you have to have your Uber. Normally, we have Uber. I think it is the safest one because you have like all the credentials from the person instead of taking
Mm-hmm.
like a regular taxi because you don't know like who is who. But in the app, it is safer. So
Nice.
you must take an Uber. I think it is easier.
Okay, so international SIM cards, unlimited internet, so the guy he can use Waze, you know, like and everything. Okay, the Uber was a nice tip too, man.
And
Okay,
some cash,
and
but all the travelers they know that they must have some cash just in case, you know.
yeah, and man, you said on Friday, so seriously, you were like 5 days there, and you have you have gathered a lot of information already. So you have been around. That's cool, man.
Yes, I've been to many different places, cool ones, mainly stars, and yeah,
That's nice. One common problem that tourists have, but by the things you mentioned, I guess this won't happen. Do you feel safe walking there by yourself,
yeah,
comparing
sure.
to, I don't know, other places that we can go in Brazil, and sometimes you are worried, I don't know, I don't want to be mugged or anything.
Yeah, I try to be careful because we never know,
Hmm.
but I don't have that sensation because when you look around, the people are not protecting themselves, holding their cell phones, looking around because It's very common for us to see like people when they are using their cell phones looking around. People are not. So you kind of relax a little bit. I still have my instincts
Yeah,
from São
yeah,
Paulo,
naturally. Yeah.
but yeah, just by looking at
Yeah.
people relaxing, I can chill.
No, nice. So, man, I remember the first time I went by myself to Liberdade in São Paulo, you know, and I love Japanese stuff, and I wanted to go to a place to have yakisoba, and I never told the story live, by the way. I was having a date, you know, and before the girl arrived, I saw this beautiful cathedral, and I was in Liberdade. If you are from São Paulo, you know what I'm talking about. So, oh my God, a nice church, or maybe it's a cathedral. I'll walk there, you know, and just to kill time before the girl arrives. And I didn't know it was a place in São Paulo where, you know, you have how can I say, it's kind of a dangerous place if you are not familiar.
Yes.
And then when I noticed I was in the middle of The Walking Dead, you know,
Oh my goodness.
and like, and then a guy offered me cocaine right away like this, and I said no, and I said, man, I'm gonna be mugged here. And this is something you guys can do. It was the second time in my life that I did something like that. I pretended that I was high and looking for someone with an angry face, like I was like this, you know, looking around. And then I said, no, I don't want this. And I turned back, you know, outside I was like this. Inside I was like, oh my God, I had this date. Oh my God, if I get robbed, now I'll have to fight for my life. I'm here, I'm alive, nothing else happened, you know. But one thing that we can talk for tourists, really, not there in Orlando because it's, like you said, it's a safe place, but it's interesting to research your surroundings before going, right?
Totally. Something that I read, it is like normally in stores that lots of stores they have a parking lots, and people should watch out for stores that they are a little bit more expensive, like Best Buy. I went to Best Buy, and basically they sell lots of things related to electronics, TVs, computers, and as people buy expensive things, maybe in the parking lot you should be careful because that if something
Makes
happens,
sense.
it is on your way to your car, you know. But I think it's very rare to happen. But yeah,
It makes a lot of sense because you are there happy. Oh my God, PlayStation 5, PlayStation 5, and then you lost.
yeah, that's
I guess they would, a Brazilian guy mugging someone there was like, you lost.
that's true. But I have never seen
Ah.
something like that happening. So yeah.
Oh, I hope you never, man. I hope you never. Okay. All right. So you your experience in US so far, man. What can you tell us?
It's totally amazing. Basically, because I got to know stores that maybe some of them I've visited before, but I didn't know exactly how they worked, like the system, you know? So I found like in many stores, they have like a section, it's called clearance. Guys, take notes because clearance, it is the cheapest part of the store. So everything is on sale in there. So all the stores, they have those signs like clearance. When you see that Target in there, their sign, that's cheap things. So you can buy shoes, shirts.
It makes sense. It's like
And,
the items they are clearing from the store. Makes total sense.
and it
Okay,
is really great. So
nice.
I went
Okay.
to shoe stores and basically electronics, Best Buy, Marshalls, Checkers. Let me see, Ross. One of my favorite was Ross. Oh my goodness.
Nice. Should you, okay, let's say, I'm not talking about myself, but somebody else, not me. Let's imagine somebody who really wants to go to Orlando and wants to spend a lot of time and money with shopping. Should this person, not me, get an extra bag or a suitcase or something like that? Because I don't know, space can be a problem or something like that.
Yes, the students they are in here. They have an extra bag just for the purchases. So they have their belongings, but they have an extra one just for the purchases. Everything they are buying there, put it in there. So it is one just with products and their shopping
Okay.
items.
That makes a lot of sense. Okay, nice. All right, let me. You see, they helped me here. Let me take a look at the chat. Okay, so hello, Nay. Shout out to you, man. Nay saying here, Willie, it's an amazing trip to do. You have visited a lot of places. Have you visited a lot of places? And which ones do you like the most, really?
Basically, the shopping experience, the outlet. We went to Vineland outlet. It's like a complex of stores. So there are tons of stores. There were Gucci, Tommy Hilfiger, I think it is the name, Kevin Klein, and many others like Guess. And so going to the stores, checking the price, buying something, it was a really nice experience. There is another one that is very famous in here, just in case you come to Orlando, guys. It is Orlando International Outlet Premium. So it is very famous as well. So these ones, they are great.
Man, it's a nice sensation. You go to the high-end stores, you know, with the designer's name. You said, okay, I'm gonna have this, I'm gonna have that. It's something that, for example, of course, if you're receiving dollar, the things there, I guess the impression is that they are cheaper comparing to the ones in Brazil, right?
Yes. But in fact, there are many cheap things that are expensive as well. It's like mining. You have to mine and find like some sales, and it's pretty possible to find really good stuff.
Okay. I will have to prepare myself for the PlayStation 5. Okay. This $400, you said? Something like that. Okay, okay. Maybe I will have to dance my way around to have a PlayStation 5. That's an inside joke. You're not gonna know what I'm talking about. Tell us a little bit about the classes, Willie. Was it your first time teaching English abroad as well?
Yeah, that's my first time teaching abroad. But the material that we have been using here, I've used that before at times, like almost 6 years ago when I started at times.
The Turbo
It was,
Boost stuff, right?
yeah, yes.
Uh,
It had a
nice.
different name and stuff. So it was really nice getting in touch with this methodology again, because it is different from the type of classes that we use, and it is totally proper for traveling experiences because
Yeah.
it's not like grammar based, it's more like dialogue and stuff.
I like those because I remember I've taught a few of the classes, and everything's very practical, and the students, they were happy because they said, okay, now I can, you know, straight after the class I can go to a restaurant, for example, because I've learned and I can practice the expressions, you know. um, the students, I imagine, they are fascinated with everything, right? You mentioned they were a bit like, whoa, I'm here, nice, is happening. What were your impressions, man, about them?
It was really nice going around with them because whenever possible we go together to the same places, and it is nice to see the brightness in their eyes and say, wow,
Yeah.
I can communicate, people can understand me, I can do it on my own. I don't need anybody translating or helping out. I can really handle this situation, and it's really cool. That's the intention, right?
Yeah. Yeah, and I guess it's like the living proof that they can communicate in English, and it's amazing because since they're having this experience there, like going to places, and I imagine when they go to the parks and everything, they will have that. Oh, it's really magical. It's not just a motto or a
it,
slogan.
it happened in here, like seeing like people communicating and see, okay, I can communicate. That happened in my first experience with my sister as well. She was kind of intermediate level, and I said, okay, you have to do everything, all the talking. You do all the talking. And
Nice, nice.
I remember that
You
we
were
were,
really a teacher.
yeah, I was just like, just in case if you need, I'm gonna be around. I have an anecdote to share. We were in a theme park, and then she was looking for a place she wanted to go, one of the rides in there. And then she said, okay, I will stop this guy here and ask him out. It was one of the employees in there. And then she said, like, where is the Russian mountain? And the guy kind of puzzled his face and said, whoa, what is she talking
You
about?
have to talk to Dimitri about the Russian mountain. The
But
Dimitri is
then
going to help you there.
that the guy couldn't help, and I think the guy got what she was saying and said like the roller coasters, and then she said, yes, yeah, that's
Nice.
right.
Man, this is amazing. And this is, I have that class that I talked to you guys about the fear of public speaking. When the person, I don't know, but maybe you can correct me if I'm wrong, but maybe your sister, the way you were describing, she seems to be a more outgoing person. Like,
Yes.
okay, amazing. So if the person focuses on communication, even with the wrong vocab, or sometimes I know you sleep, it happens, a wrong grammar structure that you use. If you are using the vocal tonality, facial expression, maybe she was doing like, the Russian mountain. The guy, oh, the roller coaster. Ah, roller coaster, Russian mountain. I was translating to. I guess she never forgot the new word after that.
Yes. No, never. There's like another funny story pretty quick. The first experience that I had, it was now my time to be kind of embarrassed. I bought a very expensive like headphones, you know, those Beats phones, Dr. Dre
Uh-huh.
Beats phones, executive, pretty cool with noise cancellation and stuff. And then I said, okay, that's kind of expensive. And then I asked the guy in my first experience, but in how many installments can I divide the price? The guy puzzled me. Now it was my time. The guy was like, what are you saying? And I insisted, tried to explain like the second time, three times. The guy said, "Oh, we don't do that in here." And then researching, they don't do that. It is just like once in your credit card. There's like no installments like in Brazil. That was pretty. And I said, okay, I feel embarrassed now.
Oh man, yeah, this is a very important stuff because, for example, I cannot go there and look, okay, where is the Bahia's house? And then I'm gonna buy my PlayStation 4 in like 100 times. No, I need
Mhm.
to get the $400 or a bit more, maybe.
Yeah.
Nice. Oh, this is a no. No, I'm joking, but this is gold, really. This is very important stuff because okay, we imagine okay, silly situation, but for first time tourists, it's very important, very important. Like, oh, like the person will start doing like, can I split the payment? And the guy's like, what are you talking about? You're gonna give me like your grandfather's watch, and then so, yeah, it's not a pawn shop, something like that. Nice.
Funny.
Uh, Let me take a look at the chat here. Hello, Fabio. Oh, by the way, if you're watching these episodes right now in a class, students, I know you are all together having your class, but get your phone and enter here live in your phone because this will help, to spread the word and this channel to grow as well. Okay, do it right now. If you don't do, we have beef. Okay, I don't want to have a beef with you. Okay, Vanessa is saying here, hi, teacher Willie. We are excited for a cultural lesson about your experience there. How's the shopping going over there? Okay, we were talking exactly about this. Perfect question, Vanessa. So, okay, you were planning some stuff about your shopping list, right? What do you recommend the students to do, Willie, if they want to go to
um,
places and
as
buy stuff?
I'm spending 15 days here, so I decided that the first week it is shopping experience, and the second one like places, or food and shopping experience. You know, restaurants, and because then I can organize my budget, and with the money left, I can do the experience. I have already bought my ticket to Disney World. I'm going to visit
Nice.
Epcot again because
Nice.
there is like a really nice simulator in there, a roller coaster that is like, you know, those Marvel ones. It's the four guys with a little animal that shoots and everything. That is a grumpy guy. I really forgot the name of this.
The Guardian of the Galaxy, I
Yeah,
guess.
that's exactly. And I heard this roller coaster, this experience is totally insane because it's covered. It is not outdoors. So
Ah, nice. So it was going to be your second time in the park.
yes, in the park because the first one because when I traveled to Orlando for the first time, I went to Magic Kingdom, Animal Kingdom, and Epcot and Universal Studios. And in
Okay.
Tampa, that is another city, Busch Gardens. And now I'll bought the tickets to go to Epcot because of this ride because it didn't exist when I traveled for the first time,
Ah,
and I'm
okay.
really excited about it.
That would be my question because what do you expect to see now? Because there's new technology. You have a lot of, I don't know how many Ds now. It's not 4D, 5D is a billion Ds, but you have a lot of experiences about these. And you are different as a person too, right? We change a lot in 12 years. You don't change physically, apparently, but but as a person, we change, right? So what do you expect to see there, Willie?
It's like having the experience of seeing people having fun, you know. It was like my first experience. I said, okay, I don't like this ride. It's kind of simple. Maybe it is for kids, but now I'm totally open to the experience and living the experience, you know. But of course, I really want to go to the extreme rides because I really love them.
Ah, nice. Yeah, you have to, you have to. It's part of the thing. Okay, a question from Fabio here. My question as a Potterhead, have you, Willie, or any other student been planning to go to the Universal Park, specifically the Diagon Alley, I guess? Oh yeah, that place where the Harry gets the okay.
Yeah,
Uh,
I've been there in my first experience. The students are planning on going next week, so
okay.
they are going there. It's already set, and I don't know if I'm going this time. I really enjoyed in there. It is perfect. The village. I drank like the buttered beer. I bought like the magical beans. The whole experience, you know, it was really
Really?
amazing.
What's the name of the beer? Say that again.
Buttered beer.
What exactly is that?
Beer with butter.
Really?
Yes, but
I guess it was okay, but is it alcoholic?
yes, it is. But you know, I didn't really enjoy. I like beer, but I really didn't enjoy that. It was more for the experience, but it
Okay,
is
no,
different.
because the way you describe it, I said, wait. Buttered beer? That sounds totally not intuitive, nice. But again, I would eat whatever they offer me in experiences like this, especially if it's something related to a movie too. Is the place like kind of faithful to what they watch it in the movies? Like they will
Totally,
feel like, oh, I'm inside the Harry Potter world.
totally. Because they stores they have the same shape, size. The entrance of each store is totally designed so that you can have this experience.
Nice.
Now I'm shopping for my wind. I'm shopping for my books. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Okay, I guess teacher Fabio is very excited. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! I have to go. I have to go. Nice. All right. Irineu send you a message. Will, hello, Willie. Big fan here. Love you, bro.
Oh,
Okay.
no, my goodness. Big friend.
Shout out to you, Sandra. Hi, guys. Another one from Manus. Hey, Willie. I'm here for you. Love you, man. Okay. Nice.
Yeah, we were supposed to be here together, you know. Come on, man. It's still time. Let's have some fun.
Yeah. Now everybody from Times wants to go there as well, man. Nice. Okay, Vanessa is asking here, Willie, curious about Time's house. Okay, what's the coolest room in the house?
Oh, of course, it's Star Wars, guys. That's obvious.
And she said, enjoying the pool over there. Tell us about the resort.
The resort is amazing because there are palm trees everywhere, grass, clean
Nice.
stuff, people having fun, lots of kids around, you know, and their excitement and voices and shouting, and it's pretty cool. It's
Nice.
the water is totally like clear, and yeah, it's amazing. And the drinks, they are fabulous.
Nice, nice. Very nice, man. A question from Sandra here, really. Yeah, she's asking if the parks are easy to access. Is easy to go from the house.
Yeah, they are pretty close. Like everything is close. I think the house was placed like on purpose on this location because it's close to everything. So it's in the
Nice.
center of everything. So it's not distant. Of course, you have to take a car. It's not possible to go walking, but it is pretty close. It's not that far.
Okay. Have you rented a car there or anything like that?
I don't drive, but
Okay.
like when I traveled with my sister, we rented a car, so we went to everywhere. We we went from Orlando to Tampa, that is like on the other side of Florida. So two
Man,
extreme,
that's cool.
and we rented a car, so lots of hours driving. So I was just like cheering her up and not making her sleep because she was kind of sick.
Yeah, important. Yeah, that's a two people job. So this is nice for you to say because if you don't drive and you know half of Orlando already in 5 days, it means that it's really, really easy to go anywhere, you know. In
Pretty
worst case
simple.
scenario, say, oh, get an Uber and go, right?
Yes, it's totally okay.
Huh. Nice, amazing. Fabio's asking here really, are you staying to Hallows? If so, do you and the students have plans for it? Oh yeah, experiencing Halloween there.
Yeah, my students, they are gonna have Halloween in Miami. So they have already set everything, like the hotel. So they are gonna have this experience in there. And yes, I'm gonna spend Halloween in here. So I'm gonna have some fun around at night and seeing like the way they experience Halloween here. So it's gonna be the first Halloween abroad. So it's cool.
Man, I would need to have a cousin or a little brother just to go trick or treating with them, you know. That would be amazing. Like, okay, I go with you, you know, and in my head it's like, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, you know.
Something cool in here, like all the supermarkets, like Walmart, especially Target as well, there is like a section in which you can buy things to decorate your house. It is for your yard, so you can buy sunny stuff like skeletons,
Nice.
pumpkins, and it is really different because we basically don't have the same stuff that they do. It's amazing. So we can
Nice.
see that they are preparing themselves for that.
Yeah, I like skulls a lot, right? So I guess I would need to have anything. Could be a keychain, you know, a skull keychain, but I would have
Bugs.
to. Yeah, exactly, exactly. I have a few already, but you know, one from straight from Orlando would be nice. Nice.
Mhm.
Okay, one more here. Uh, we went in a smoke store. There are a lot of them there. Nice. This was from Nate. Okay. All right, Willie. Then let's. We were describing a lot of this stuff that we can do there, but for those students that are a little bit apprehensive, okay, like, oh my God, take my passport and then I will have to take my visa. I'm insecure about the interview. Can you help us with like a step by step that the students can and should do in order to be there and to enjoy everything?
Sure, sure. It's not that hard. In fact, it is. It can the all this process can be divided in two different parts. First, it is
Okay.
their passport. So normally people follow lots of influencers or blogs. They describe the experience in details, what you should do. After you get your passport, there is all the process described in these blogs or videos. Then you have to schedule your interview. You have to pay the fee. You have to schedule the date that you are going to be there to present everything, to answer some questions. They're going to analyze if there is no risk for you to be illegal in the country, and then they grant you your visa. So it's pretty simplified, in fact.
Yeah, if you are going as a tourist, I guess it's important to practice a little bit, right? And say, no, I'm here on vacation to have fun. And you mentioned they ask something like the purpose, right? What's the purpose of your trip? Where are you staying? They will ask some questions about your income, just to know that you are a person who works and you know this type of stuff. And they ask you where you're staying to, right?
Yes. For each person in the line, they ask different questions. So I think it is in
Okay.
order not to people to memorize that, so they ask different
Oh
ones.
my God, yeah, makes sense.
So for some people in that were in line, they asked like, do you have any relatives or family living in the US? They asked a couple of
Mm.
questions that they didn't ask me, and vice versa, you know. So
And I'm laughing here because I remember a very funny movie from Monty Python, you know. And it's a British humor, and there is a scene. Remember, the Mauricio is laughing because he gets the nerd references. There is a scene that is like this, the sorcerer, and he said, "To go to the bridge, you need to answer some questions." I will imagine the same stuff when if I were in the line. For some people, it's like, "What's your favorite color?" And then the person, "Oh, my favorite color, blue. All right, you can go." And then the next person, "What's the average speed flying of the African sparrow?" And they go, the what? And then the person kind of fall into a pitch. I was imagining something like this. The guy on the line, "Okay, easy questions. Oh, I got this one. I got this one. I got this one." Okay, so important to do a little preparation, right?
totally. But you guys, you don't have to worry. It's not like rock science. It is not something that's impossible. You have just to prepare yourselves, of course. Research a lot, reading
Yeah.
uh, blogs and videos because they break down the information easily that you can take.
Well, if you understand the intention, the person wants to know that you're not going to be legal there. So if you make clear, well, I'm visiting, I want to go to Disney, it's my dream, I'm going to have fun, I'm going because of my students program from my English school times, you know,
Hmm.
easy peasy lemon squeezy, guys. Nice.
That's true.
All right. Okay. One from Manus here. Will you tell us about Universal Studios? You know, which do you prefer, Harry Potter or Star Wars? Okay, let
Uh,
the fighting begin.
that's kind of hard, but I love both. I think they are pretty different, pretty different work. So it's
Yeah.
artwork, but they both have their values. But I think we cannot compare because they are not from the same type, you know, from the same uh, kind of public and
Uh-huh.
age. But I really love both. And University Studio was amazing because we could see they have like people cosplay people
Ah, that's
hired
cool.
by them, so you can take some pictures. You know,
Okay, so
every
the trip is
writer.
amazing for your Instagram profile as well.
Yes, it is. I took tons of pictures there.
No, amazing. I'm gonna stalk you later to see. And Willie, now about the people from Orlando, are they friendly? I just met one and it was amazing. Shout out to you, John, if you ever see this. But what was the impression? Are they similar Brazilians? Because I imagine, I don't know if it's possible. Maybe I'm asking something stupid because there are a lot of tourists everywhere and you can not even spot who is from there and who isn't. But what was your impression about the people there?
I guess they are concerned about the quality of the service because in any
Mhm.
store that I have entered, they sometimes they are nearby and they say, "Hey, welcome." Sometimes you are not expecting like to be welcomed in the place. They said, "Well," and say,
Somebody
"Oh,
pops
thank you."
up. Welcome.
And just in case if you need some help finding any specific item, they help you out. They try to be this kind of person, you know, I'm there for you. And most of them they sometimes they ask a couple of questions because my first time to the supermarket I was looking for a universal adapter to the outlet because my equipment didn't fit to to the standard pattern that we have in here. So I was explaining what I wanted, and then people could notice and say, "Okay, but where are you from?" And I said, "Oh, Brazil." And they say, "Oh, Brazil." And they started like talking about Neymar, you know, like lots of
they want
celebrities.
they
And I said,
wanna
yes,
they wanna do some rapport, you know. Oh, brasileiro. Oh, Brazilian. Nice, Neymar.
it's cool,
Nice.
but they are friendly. They are nice people. I didn't have any bad experience in any place that I've been to so far.
No, that's amazing. Okay, if you don't mind sharing, Willie, can you describe for us what's your routine like in Orlando and in Times House, man? What are the stuff that you've been doing?
Basically, the day starts with classes, so I
Okay.
have to be ready because classes start at 9.
Hmm.
For these specific students, we have adapted the classes to start at 8, so they could have some more time to to be around the places, and
Of
1 hour
course.
for them it makes some sense. So then 3 hours straight classes, and it is really nice because we don't see time. Time flies in 3 hours because it is
Yeah.
just talking and guiding them through the exercises. Right after the 3 hour classes, we are totally free to do whatever we want. Not just the students, but also me. So I can
Oh,
go.
that's amazing. The you guys kind of plan the day together. Oh, guys, there's this place. Let's go here and there.
Yeah, basically, all the days we have been to the same places, but in some
Nice.
of them, just like because we live like two or different places a day, and then when we return to one, we plan if we are gonna do something together. But at least one a day we always do together.
Oh, that's nice. And now, from your professional perspective, Willie, what do you think is the importance of doing this, like going abroad to learn English with the teacher and have this experience with natives? That what can you tell us about it? What's your
Um,
impression?
I can divide this answer in two different parts. As a teacher, it is really nice because you have that feeling that you are there to do your job, like to teach and be part of this experience, help people out. And as a student, they can really um, remove that fear and say, okay, I can communicate, people can understand me, I can express myself and have a good time. That is the most important part because we want everybody to have a great experience.
Oh, that's amazing. What are the next places that you expect to visit, man? Because you mentioned that part of your experience would be shopping, then you will, do some tourism and sightseeing. And where do you? Yeah, you mentioned Claudio helped you with some cool spots too. Shout out to you, Claudio.
Claudio can be now a tourist guide because he has mastered the places, Yeah, he has helped a
Yeah,
lot.
I can picture Claudio like this. Willie, you have to go to this place here. Go there. If you don't go, I'll
No, but he was very helpful. Basically, Five Guys, I got to know yet.
Oh, everybody tells me about this place. The
So
burger,
there's
right?
yes, there's tons of food in there in Five Guys, but basically like junk food, and I like that from every now and then. Then
Of course.
there is like another store that I have to go. It is $3, three like the tree, not number three, like $3.
Ah, okay. Hmm.
And it is very close. It's a store that you can buy basically anything. I visited one that is similar that is called Five Below. As the name can say, you can find many things from $5 or below. And
I liked this already.
yeah, that's pretty cool. I bought a game. I don't have the game in here to show, but it's a board game, and it was $5.
Ah,
I love
cool.
board
But
games.
but it was like something new, like Zombicides, this type of like a vintage one.
No, it was very. It was the clue. I don't know if you know the clue. It is
I
to
don't know if I have played this one.
about different rooms in a house, and you have to find who murdered the person and which weapon they used.
Ah, okay, okay. Nice,
So
nice.
it is pretty
It's
cool.
always the butler, but it's nice, man. You mentioned board games. I would love to have one that is called Hero Quest. That
Mm.
it was part of my childhood, and I only found like some printable stuff. If you have a Hero Quest and want to sell it, talk to me. That's nice, really. So I guess you and the students you are bonding, you are becoming friends already, right? Doing a lot of stuff together. Like it's nice.
It is pretty great because I love speaking in English. I really don't mind, so we spend the day whenever possible. No, not just like the 3 hours in the morning, but all day long speaking just in English.
Yeah.
And I make a point just in English. There's like no Portuguese involved.
Oh, this is another thing that is amazing. A lot of people, when they go abroad, sometimes they don't uh, develop their English to its full potential because they're close to Brazilians, so they stay like in a comfort zone. I had students that they started doing the course with us, and then they told me, I have been abroad. I said, oh, really? So are you going to do the level test or anything like that? And they like, like actually I was with Brazilians there, so or I traveled with my wife and she could translate to me. So this is a problem that will never happen there now.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yes, but there are some people that they could speak. Today I went to a store. We were looking for a nail clipper, and then I asked her, "Oh, excuse me, can you help me find a like nail clipper?" And then she puzzled her face and said like, "Habla español?" With that accent, you know. And I said like, "No, I can't, but I speak English or Portuguese." And they said, "Oh, Portuguese, that's fine." And then we were communicating in Portuguese because she was Brazilian.
Oh man.
But she couldn't like communicate in English. Like that's kind of yeah.
You can mention, well, since you are here, have you heard of an English school that in 18 months or less you could, learn English and
Well,
avoid some
that was
problem?
the first one that I could identify, and then I said, wow, that's different. But most of them they are natives in the
Oh,
store.
that's nice. And I guess this is something that I recommend to students when they tell me that they're going to travel. Yeah, and that's why I asked you, how are the people from Orlando? Is they're friendly and warming? Because I said, guys, I'm gonna look at you now. Talk to anyone. Small talk. If you see an old man in a bus stop and he looks to you in a friendly way, you say, "Oh, morning, morning." No, it's about to rain, right? And just listen, practice. Do this real human interaction. Now, true story. The first time that I really felt happy because I was learning English. This was almost 20 years ago too. I was a kind of intermediate student, but I was very insecure about conversation, and I was doing those preparatory courses that you do before they say to enter the universities. And there was a Chinese guy, I don't speak Chinese. The guy Ming didn't speak Portuguese, and we started to communicate in English, and I could understand him, he could understand me, and I felt so happy. Oh my god, I'm telling jokes, I'm interacting with this guy from China because I know a little English. It's a incredible experience, and I imagine if you are there in this place you are really having fun doing all of this, and you can make a friend using your English, man, that's gold. That would be amazing.
It is, and it's totally possible. It's likely to happen. Yeah.
Okay, one question that you don't expect. Let's say somebody goes there and this person is single and wants to meet people. How is the nightlife in Orlando? Are there nice places? I don't know, pubs and bars and clubs around Times House, Willie?
As I am dating, so I don't go to nightclubs and nightlife,
Of
guys.
course,
Sorry.
not us, but we can see maybe around.
But people say, I talked to
Okay.
some students that they participate in this experience during our classes.
Nice.
They said that they went to nightclubs. It is totally possible that there are some places to go to. It is.
Oh,
It,
that's good. This would be even better. I'm talking about making friends. Imagine you go there single, and you
and then you
meet
have your
the
green card.
love of your life. No, they will get homesick. They will probably get their significant other there and bring and drag this person back to Brazil with them because Brazilians are like that.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, we are running out of time already. Okay, let me take a look at the chat. You see, we were worried about the time, and it always flies. Okay, one nice question here from Marcel. Hey Willie, hope you're having fun. Um, would you say it strikes first-time visitors as a special? Oh my God, I cannot see the other part of the. Okay, would you say, okay, strikes first-time visitors as special or unusual when they arrive in Orlando? So how do they normally feel when it's their first time there?
I think they are amused by the experience because everything
Okay.
is different, you know. I guess I've noticed that from both experience, the first and now, that when people they communicate to native speakers for the first time, they kind of block themselves, even though if they speak quite well, they kind of block, you know, and then they start communicating. I saw with the students, I saw with my sister as well in the first time, but after you encounter yourself in some situations that you communicate, you just like unblock a new skill. Like I can communicate to native speakers, and that's fine.
Yeah, I guess the neuro specifics about it is like your brain interpreting, okay, you are in a safe environment. It's okay to speak and to communicate. That's nice. There's a funny question from Fabio here, really. Are you wearing any Halloween costume? Because you said you were spending it there. Man, as me, I enjoy the whole experience. Maybe about geek pop character. Okay. So are you thinking about that, Willie? Any Halloween costume?
I was thinking about to bring my Harry Potter costume, but I said, okay, no, I want to save some space for new things that I'm buying.
Uh-huh.
In the supermarket, that are tons of masks and costumes. So I didn't decide which one yet, but it's totally likely to happen, you know?
I guess we'll have to wait for him to post some stuff like that on his Instagram, and then we can say, that nice. Man, that's very nice. I can only say again, Willie, congratulations, man. I hope you
Thank you.
keep enjoying. I can see, like I said, you're glowing. You look very happy. So and by the things you have been telling me, I guess the students they are also like that, you know. So I can
Mhm.
also enjoy the whole experience, and well, we're gonna have a second time to have more stories to share, you know. And
Sure.
before we wrap this up, final message to our students, man. Would you recommend this experience to teachers, to students? What can you tell us about it?
Uh, Teachers, oh, of course, like everybody can be here, so we have just to run and get our positions in here. And students, you gotta come because it is really a really nice experience. You can unblock new skills talking about the way that you communicate, understand people. So it is totally advisable for you to come. So please do it.
Amazing, man. Thank you so much, Willie. Very nice talking to you. Okay, again, I envy you. You know, I wish I could be there as well, and have an amazing experience, man.
Thank you very much.
And you guys, thanks for all the questions, everything you sent to us. Okay, if you are interested in going to Orlando, like Willie, you know, and you are one of our students, send a message to the reception. They're gonna guide you. You know, like you said, you see Willie giving you the hints here. It's pretty simple to go, okay, and then maybe we can share this experience together. Okay, bye bye. Oh, don't forget, this episode is gonna be on Spotify tomorrow. Like this video, share with someone. Bye bye.